This is a GOP Secretary of State candidate out in California. And I'll just let her speak for herself. She says, quote, "My views are a little bit controversial when it comes to voter registration." And you think to yourself, well, what could they be? Well, Rachel says everyone is wanting to make it as easy as possible to register to vote. I see it the exact opposite. I want to make it hard. I want it to be something that people have to choose and re-choose and have to prove that they're a citizen and all that. So I'm super, super glad that this individual is voicing their opinions on this, because it is so incredibly easy to vote in the United States. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm just reading something here. The United States is one of the most difficult countries to register to vote in. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see though. But, I mean, the good thing is she doesn't want to, like establish a theocracy or anything. Oh, wait, she's trying to bring Jeebus's kingdom to America. Okay. Well, at least she's consistent, right? I mean, that's the good news, is that at least the candidate for Secretary of State in California, Rachel Hamm, is consistent, because she said that she thinks that people who, quote, are not educated on the issues, quote, shouldn't vote on them. Mind you, she also describes our current system for voter registration as that system we're doing now, and talks about how, quote, there's this auto roll and every single person is getting a ballot and all that. So I think that means she probably won't be voting again, because she is so consistent. Teo, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts when you read through this? I smacked myself in the face so hard with a face palm that I am surprised I still don't have a red mark. So,
well, my first thought is, what the heck is with America's politicians who want to impose Christianity? Why? Okay, that was my first reaction, obviously. Right. So, guys, for real, you're breaking me. Your country seems that it's getting lost because, as you say, she said that, didn't she say that Jesus appeared? Yeah, Jesus appeared in her closet and told her to go, and that she was designated by God because he has to, quotation mark, expose lies, speak truth, and establish the Jesus kingdom, whatever. And she wants to stop the country to become into a communist country. Because apparently a country like yours, where you have extremist right and right wings, is going to become a communist country, apparently. Yeah, what is that about people believing that Obama was communist? He's as right as you can. And it's painful. I have a lot to say about this, but I think, maybe I'm wrong, guys, please correct me if I'm wrong, but when you want to make as hard as possible for people to vote, maybe you're targeting those people who are working the whole day. They have one free day during the week. You know, people who need the government to help them. Those people who have to decide, am I going to vote or am I going to eat today? Will I have enough time? Will I be able to go and vote during the time that I have free for lunch? And then, I have to do this every time there is a new election. Will I really leave my job only to go vote and risk being fired?
Now, Teo, hold up now. Are you saying that it sounds like what Rachel Hamm is wanting to do is to put laws into place that essentially rule out the economically disadvantaged or racial minorities in this country? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're getting at?
More than saying, I was trying to imply it, but you know what? To make it more clear, let's quote her when she said, I want it to be a privilege to vote.
Oh, okay.
She's not even shy about it.
Yeah, well.
It's like she wants citizenship to be like, you know how it was in old Greece, right? Oh yeah, citizen is only the person who has enough money to buy land and to have slaves and all that. was it to have slaves? I'm not sure. But only rich people. Those were the citizens. And it looks like she wants people who have to work all day long, who have a hard time doing all these type of things that, the guy who has had a cavity for 6 months in their in one of their tooth because he was not able to leave job to go to a dentist, not only because he cannot leave his job, but he doesn't have the money to pay for the dentist. Like kind of those people who can never do stuff because they are too busy doing, stuff to survive. Yeah, like she wants them not being able to vote. And I wonder why. Why could somebody want poor people, the working class, not to vote? Any
Kelley,
idea, guys?
help us out on that. Why would she want that? Or somebody want
so
that?
weird.
Why would that be the case, do you think?
I think it would be so that she could bring into power these people that are trying to pass these bills through Operation Blitz, I think.
Yeah.
One of the things that got me about this woman was that she actually thinks that everybody that isn't a right-wing evangelical Christian is a communist, I mean, look out. The ghost of Lavrenti Beria is going to come and snatch your children away from you. It's crazy to me that she even thinks like this. And she's not just trying to make it harder to vote. She's actually keeping a certain group of people from voting. She even says people who are not educated, right? So she's not even dog whistling. She's coming right out and saying it. It's unbelievable to me. Yeah. And the whole idea of making it harder and harder to vote is moving in the opposite direction of democracy, isn't it? I mean, shouldn't we be making it easier to vote?
Yeah.
I remember when we destroyed Iraq to bring down Saddam Hussein, and we oversaw their first free election in decades. Yeah. And because they didn't have the record keeping system that we have in America, they instituted a system where you wouldn't vote it and you stuck your thumb into a jar of purple dye. So if you went to vote again a second time, you would stick out like a purple thumb, right? What's wrong with doing that here in America? What's wrong with doing that right here in the USA? Nobody would even have to register. You wouldn't have to do anything. Just hold your thumb up when you go in to vote.
Yeah. And now I know what I'm about to say is anecdotal, people. I know it is. But let me just tell you a story. See, I'm down here in Tennessee. I'd say, just at first glance, you look at someone like me and you'd say, yeah, this person would probably, without knowing anything more about me, would be like, that guy's on my side. She's wrong. But I have about 5 friends my age, all real similar to the way that I look. Not a single one of them has updated their voter registration, and they have moved 6 times since that address on their voter ID card. They do not care, and neither do the people that are checking them. So like, hey, maybe look at some of your own camp there, Rachel. First, we had people vote twice. It happened, but like 4 people. Like, we're really, really good when it comes to elections, folks. Like, this is not something that we just started doing yesterday. Our country has been doing this for a really, really long time. And we have really robust systems in place to make sure that when people are voting, we know who the heck they are. It's not just a crapshoot. We're blind, just randomly picking out a person and like, hey, is that Joe? Did Joe vote for, who'd he pick? This is something that we have in place. We have registers. We have freaking addresses and social security numbers. It's not like you can just shave somebody's beard or cut their hair or put a different set of clothing on them and just send them right back in. And this is exactly what Kelley was saying. She's not hiding it. She's very blatant. If she thinks you're not smart enough, you're not going to get to vote. If she thinks you're not religious, right-wing, her flavor of Christian enough, you're not going to get to vote. Because again, this is a play from Operation Blitz. This is a play from that. It's just, I don't know exactly which page, but if it isn't page 1, it's page freaking 2. Teo, I don't know. Is there anything hopeful? Is there anything good here? Is there? We're depressing our viewers.
I was thinking I will try to cheer you up. Does she really want to make it hard for people not to vote? Because as you said, this is going to backfire. The type of people who decided to vote Trump, are you sure that they are the most educated people who will be trying to change their voting thing and all of that, and that their main their main goal is going to be paying attention to when they have to re-register it again? Maybe, just maybe, if she achieves what she wants, those people, maybe this could sound familiar to you guys, but there have been people who have been protesting and marching in the past in order to be able to vote.
Yep.
And you know what? Maybe if they see that their rights are going to be taken again, they may want to try to rebel and fight for their right to vote. While the comfortable Christian who had always everything handed to them in a silver, oh damn it,
Platter.
en una bandeja de plata, because I forgot the word in English. Sorry.
Platter. Silver platter.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And that was the Spanish moment of today.
Well,
are you sure? Oh, yeah. Just let me finish. Are you sure they are going to vote? Secular, back to you.
Well, I was just gonna say, I think it shows the insecurity of an individual trying to push an idea. When if I call 100 people into a room and I say, hey, I've got an idea, but we all got to vote on it, and if 51 people agree, then if more people agree than disagree, we'll go for it. And then I just start picking people out of the crowd and say, oh no, you can't vote. No, you don't get to vote. Oh no, you don't get to vote. Doesn't that just show that I am just completely and totally unsure that my thing is actually what people want? Doesn't it just kind of smack of, oh gosh, I don't know, what's that? Oh, hypocrisy. Oh my gosh, it took me so long to come up with that. But yeah, that it just feels like this is because they know these ideas aren't what we want in this country. The average person out there is not walking around saying to themselves, it would be really cool if we could just go back on the Voting Rights Act of 1964, or hey, that whole national voter registration thing of 1984. That was a bad idea. We are not doing this because we have seen what it is like when more people get to vote. And when more people get to vote and have their voices heard, whether you're educated, whether you own land or not, it doesn't matter. When you are actively engaged in helping a country and a society and a government get better, it kind of tends to get better. And this is an attempt to just pull us back. And I don't know, Kelley, I've been talking a lot. What do you think on Rachel here?
I'm chomping at the bits when you mentioned the National Voter Registration Act of 1984, because she thinks that's really problematic and she's promised to change it. Well, the National Voter Registration Act of 1993 wasn't passed, as you could probably guess, in 1984. It was passed in 1993. She doesn't even know the correct title to the law that she wants to change. She's running for a state office. Even if she wins, she can't change a federal law. She's running on a promise that she cannot in any way possibly fulfill. I'm not sure if she realizes that, or if she just thinks that her supporters are dumb enough that they don't know that. But either way, to me, it makes her unqualified to hold this office. And I don't know if she's just incompetent or she thinks everybody else is.
Yeah. The good news is that currently, again, just as a reminder, this is a California candidate for the Secretary of State, Rachel Hamm. So she is not voted into office just yet. And again, there are elections that happen in this country regularly. I think they are easily findable for most people. Yeah, this, again, if you haven't caught it yet, if you haven't caught the theme, come on, get on board, folks. This is something that they are doing left and freaking right. So
People are going to vote for this woman.
Kelley, what are you talking about? Don't you really believe that Jesus is smart enough to tell this particular person to do something that she's unable to do? I mean, are you doubting Jesus, man?
She does have a closet relationship with Jesus, apparently, too.
She has Jesus in her closet. I mean, not even a skeleton. No, the whole Jesus in her closet. That is creepy.
It's impressive. It's impressive. I wonder. I don't think I could fit. I don't think I could fit a full Jesus in my closet. Maybe like a few wafers, but
isn't it the strangest thing that she talked to Jesus in the closet? Was she locked in there? Was there enough room for both of them? I have so many
of questions.
Lots coming out. Come on, that's the most important. Jesus, are you coming out of that closet, or are you staying there forever because of those Texans laws? I'm just asking. I'm worried about you, Jesus.
Am I wrong? You guys help me out here. Am I wrong? Is there a Bible passage that says actively try to make sure that people are not allowed to vote? Is that something? Does Jesus talk about voter registration in the Bible? Did I miss that paragraph?
I seem to remember one that said something like "be in the world, but not of the world," and this seems pretty much of the world to me.
Ooh, what's that? Oh gosh, that H word keeps coming back up. Oh man, that's crazy. I wish. Go ahead.
I know, just something about, give the Caesar what belongs to the Caesar, but don't try to change the government. Because they were asking, are you going to are you going to throw down the government? Nope. Give the Caesar what belongs to Caesar.
Wasn't there was one that said don't rebel against the government elected officials because they're put there by God. Now, I don't believe that. It's just that, it almost sounds like she's talking about things that don't align with the religion that she says she's a part of. Gosh, that's just weird. It's I don't know what it is, but it gives me a weird skin crawly type feeling that I think I'll probably have to go call a doctor about. So, I don't know, Kelley. Anything else you think we're missing? We're not paying attention to. We just kind of breezed over on this because this is rough.
I just want to remind you again that people are going to go vote for this woman.
Yeah.
People are, and we need people to go out and vote.
Yeah.
It's so important to get out and vote right now.